Okay, so here we have 9 and 4/8 minus 5 and 1/8. Okay, so we are subtracting a mixed number from a mixed number. So to do that, we check our numerators, make sure that we can actually subtract them. Yes, we can do 4 minus 1. Yes, we can do 9 minus 5. So if you want, you can rewrite it like this, vertically. 9 and 4/8 minus 5 and 1/8. Okay, so I'm going to start with my numerators. 4 minus 1 is 4/8 minus 1/8 is 3/8. 9 wholes minus 5 wholes, 9 minus 5 is 4. So this is my final answer. Equals 4 and 3/8. Okay, how about this one? So here we have 1 and 3/5 minus 1/5. Okay, well, that's easy. All we are subtracting is 1 of the fifths. So this is going to be equal to 1 and 2/5. Notice how easy it was, because on this side you have a numerator of 3. You have the same denominator, so that means it tells you that you can subtract it. And you keep your denominator, and all you're doing is 3 minus 1, which is 2. And over here is 1 minus, no wholes over here, 1 minus 0, so it's still 1. So you stay with 1 and 2/5. So how about in this situation here? Now we have 2 and 3/8 minus 1 and 7/8. Okay, now this is where the situation gets interesting, because now I have a numerator of 3 here, and I cannot do 3 minus 7. Okay, this is a problem for me. So if you want, you can rewrite it vertically, if it makes it easier for you. 2 and 3/8 minus 1 and 7/8. Okay, so let's make this in red, because I cannot do 3 minus 7, and that becomes a problem. Okay, because I need to subtract this. So just like you borrow normally when you subtract, over here we're going to do the same thing. We're going to be borrowing from the whole. So you're going to borrow 1 from this 2 right here. So this is going to become a 1. And that 1 that you borrow from here is, you're going to manifest it here. You're going to add it to the 3/8. So I'm going to add plus 1 whole, but as 8. So it's going to be 8/8. Why is this true? Well, because my denominator is 8. And I know that 8 out of 8, 8/8 equals 1 whole. So now I'm going to be adding this part, and I'm going to be keeping that whole. So my new equivalent mixed number is going to be 1 and 11/8. And I'm still taking away 1 and 7/8. So now I can do my subtraction. Okay, so first I'm going to start. Now I can, with the numerator, now I can really subtract it. Okay, so 11/8 minus 7/8 is going to be 4/8. 1 minus 1, well, that's 0, but we don't have to put a 0 here. So the answer is going to be 4/8. All right, so go ahead and pause the video and try this one out for yourself. Notice that you cannot do 1 minus 5 over here. You cannot do 112 minus 512. You're going to need to borrow from the whole here. So go ahead and pause the video and try it out. All right. So here we have 4 and 112 minus 2 and 512. So if you want, you can rewrite it vertically, or you can just do it right there. In this case, let's do it right there. So I noticed that I have a problem here that I cannot do 1 minus 5. I cannot do that. I cannot do 112 minus 512. Therefore, I'm going to need to borrow from here. So this is going to become 3. And the whole that I took from here, I'm going to add it to the 112. So because my denominator is 12, I know that 12 12s equals 1 whole. So I'm going to be adding over here 12 12. Okay, so this, so this becomes 3 and 13 12s. This became 3 and 13 12s. Minus, well, I'm just going to bring this down, minus the 2 and 5 12s. So now I have something that I can subtract. I can certainly do 13 minus 5. So 13 12s minus 5 12s, well, that's going to be equal to 8 12s. And now I'm going to subtract the whole numbers. I'm going to be doing 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. So the answer is going to be 1 and 8 12s. All right, let's look at this one now. Go ahead and pause the video and try it out for yourself. So here we have 6 and 1/10 minus 6/10. So notice here that I have an issue that I cannot do 1/10 minus 6/10 because this is bigger than this. So I cannot do that. Therefore, we're going to have to borrow from the whole here. So I'm going to borrow 1 from here. Now this becomes 5. And the 1 that I borrowed from here, I'm going to add it to here. And because my denominator is 10, this is going to be 10 tenths. So I'm adding this to this. So this mixed number is going to become 5 and 11 tenths. Take away, well, the 6 tenths. So when we take away 11 tenths minus 6 tenths, we're going to get 5 tenths. And the whole number, 5 wholes minus no holes here, 0 holes, it's still 5. So the answer that we get is 5 and 5 tenths.